It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, this family drama has been playing out. It all started when Tommy Williams, Wendy Williams' brother, was accusing Wendy Williams of not showing up for their mother's funeral.
Why didn't you go to the funeral? Why couldn't you call Daddy and let him know why? I was there when you came in on that night of the dawning of the wake. And you told us, you told Daddy that you had to race back to New York, handle business. You were only going to be in town for the viewing. Your father didn't even know that you were in town for the funeral. And you're out eating lunch with your ex and your son. He's hurt, Wendy. We have a small family, fragmented because of this.
All right, well, Wendy responded and said she was there.
Tommy, you know I was at Mommy's service. And you know that you fist fought a loving member of our family, half your age. You started a fight over an open casket right there with my mother. Thank God we were at a civilized funeral home. And the man of the funeral home blocked so Mommy wouldn't fall out and there'd be a catastrophe.
Now, Wendy's ex, Kevin, was there at the funeral. So was Kevin Hunter Jr., their son. And here's what she had to say about Kevin breaking up the fight.
My ex-husband came back to my son and I, and he said, I know it's not my place. And Big Kev said, I need to break this up. This is not right. So I said, all right, Kevin, but please don't throw fists and stuff because you will be the one blamed. And me and your son will go to court and defend you all the way to the end. And he walked up to the front and separated my brother and this young family member and moved it all out there to the lobby. Still heard the screaming.
First
They had
of all,
all that conversation before they broke up the fight?
First of all, Kevin Hunter can't fight. That's number one. All right. Number two, none of y'all phones work. Does this have to play out publicly? Like, y'all grown as hell. Tommy shouldn't be on social media with this. Wendy shouldn't be on TV with this. That's y'all family business. And I promise you, we don't care. Okay? I will say, though, pretending to like people is exhausting. Family member, co-workers, if I don't like you, we don't have to pretend. But there's no need to drag each other's name through the mud for something that can be handled behind the scenes.
Now, Wendy also talked about a conversation she had with her son after the ordeal, and she wanted to make sure that her son was aware they were not going to be getting back together, but they did all go out to eat.
Before going back to my sister's, I said to my son, I said, you know, your dad is really something else. I don't want to mislead you or guide you into thinking that we're getting... He said, Mom, I know. I said, you want to just the three of us go out and grab something to eat and also bring stuff over to Aunt Wanda's? Do you want to just like change the mood and celebrate family and find it in our hearts to kind of not forgive, but move on in the name of the service? And my son said, yeah.
If I know Wendy, like I used to know Wendy, she's highly upset that none of this is happening next week when her movie and documentary premieres on Lifetime. This is great promo for all of that.
It is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard. Her mother just died. I mean, well, she died a while, but they just had these services for her mom. I'm sure it's painful. Nobody wants to think about this, I would think, right? I wouldn't want to put that on anybody. That's her mom. All at a funeral. That can't be a easy thing to have to deal with. All right. Now, Nas recently joined Rick Rubin on his Broken Records podcast. And one thing that he talked about was his feud with Jay-Z and how it was an honor.
The art of MCing was right there on full display. I was honored to have that part of my life happen because that's how I saw the greats do it coming up. I saw some of the greats do it when you're trying to make the best stuff you can make. And you bump heads with another MC, and then you guys have a war or whatever. That's what this art form was since the beginning.
I loved it. One of the greatest hip-hop battles of all time. Okay, two MCs going at it in their prime, and both of them came out better than before. Nobody got hurt, nobody got killed, just music. And all these years later, I think we can all say without a shadow of a doubt that Hov won. But that's just my personal opinion.
All right, and Vogue is going to put out a second Kamala Harris cover after the backlash from the cover of that February issue. Yes, they decided to put out an alternate version of the magazine with a different photo. If you want to get that photo, you can order it online.
Is somebody other than Doug going to do the makeup and hair this time? Who's going to, like, somebody, like, what are they going to do? By the way, she's not a fashionista. Like, I don't understand why people got upset. They gave us Kamala Harris, who she is, on that cover. What did y'all want?
A little clarity. It would look clear. Look a little. It didn't look like they shot it.
It just wasn't a good picture. She could be who she is, but it just didn't look like Vogue has a standard of their covers, and so you don't want to go below that standard for the first ever female vice president.
I thought she looked fine. Y'all not gonna be happy. Y'all not gonna be happy till she do the busted challenge. Y'all want to see her in full makeup and hair and
it looked like they shot it on a flip phone. Though.
I don't think it was about that. I think it was about the background with that.
Yeah, it looked bad.
It didn't look good. It didn't look like they even hired somebody to do the shoot.
That's y'all opinion. I didn't think.
I mean, her team wasn't happy with
opinion.
it either. Her team wasn't happy with it either. That wasn't even the picture they picked.
And that was ridiculous for them to be upset about a goddamn Vogue cover at a time like that. We just had a freaking insurrection at Capitol Hill, but they worried about a Vogue cover. That's what they choose to be upset about? Come on, man.
I think it's representative of, like, let's show the woman some respect and give it that standard that Vogue has.
I don't respect her. I don't respect her because of how she looks. I respect her for who she is.
I don't think it's about looks. It's how the whole picture looked.
You just said it was about looks.
And no, I said how it looks. The standard of what their covers look like, not how she looks. You don't understand, like, the background and the fact that they told her team that they were using a different picture and then used a completely other one than what they told, and they were blindsided. I mean, if that's what they want, that's what they did. And now we're getting a different cover for our Madam Vice President. All right. And Kim Kardashian and Kanye West marriage issues will be featured on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And Page Six has revealed that. So even though they've been saying that they want to keep their life and all their issues off the TV and Kanye didn't want to be part of that, looks like that's going to be happening. So it's the final season. I guess you'll get to see some of was supposed to be private, but I guess none of that's private anymore. Okay. All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right. I just want to tell you guys that today is National DJ Day today. So shout out to all DJs out there. And Revolt, we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let's go. People's